What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and this is the Pride of Long Island. Colin Moriarty.
Go Islanders.
Go Islanders, indeed. Colin.
Yes.
You made a prediction on the Kinda Funny Games cast.
Yes.
That Fallout 4 is coming this year. It's getting announced this year. It's getting released this year.
Yep.
Today, Bethesda announces they're doing an E3 press conference June 14th. That's all they said. It's in Hollywood. How are you feeling about your prediction right now?
Oh, it's the announcement part anyway is a lock at this point.
Yeah.
The bigger question is not about Fallout 4 because I think it's obvious.
Yeah.
I think that what the bigger question is when will Fallout 4 come out? I still think it comes out this year.
Why?
And
Why do you think that?
because I don't think that Bethesda is one of those few. Let me back up. We talk about a game like Half-Life. We talk about a game like Half-Life 3, right? Our good friend Charles Oniette used to say something about Half-Life 3, which was really interesting. He used to say that Valve could release the game and not say anything about it and just put it up.
Yeah.
And that would be one of the few games that would be fine. People would freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, the game's done and here it is.
Yeah.
You know? And I kind of feel like Bethesda with Fallout 4 is one of those studios and one of those games where they can do something maybe not as similar, be like, Fallout 4 is real, have one event where people play it and see it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because that game's gonna have so much hype, and has so much hype for not even being announced yet.
Sure.
And will sell exorbitant 8, 9, 10, 12 million copies probably at least.
Yeah.
That they don't have to do anything. In fact, it would hurt them to announce the game and stretch it out over an 18-month period.
Sure.
Because then people will start picking it apart.
Right.
So I think that Fallout 4 being announced at this thing is obvious. I think the bigger question is, what is Machine Games doing? What is Tangle going to make Evil Within again? What is id doing?
You're talking about the rest of Bethesda's catalog.
Right, exactly.
This isn't we're doing an event, a 15-minute presentation.
Right.
This is that we're doing our own press conference, which means, as you know from Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, and Directs, we have a lot to say.
Right.
We're not talking about one game, we're talking about many.
Right, I mean, you would assume that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like, maybe they are going to say, like, Fallout 4 is such a big deal, and it is, that we are going to focus for half an hour, 45 minutes on Fallout 4. Maybe that's possible, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to happen. What is Arcane doing? It seems like they're working on Dishonored 2. I mean, that's been the rumored for a long time. Maybe we see Dishonored 2.
What is Doom?
Id has been working on Doom 4 for a long time.
Yeah.
And so maybe you see that there. Everyone forgets that Bethesda owns a bunch of studios.
Yeah.
You know, like they have Bethesda Game Studios, which is, you know, Todd Howard and those guys that do Elder Scrolls and Fallout, but they have like 4 or 5 other studios that do, you know, other games. So, are they going to announce an Evil Within sequel? I'm sure I won't be ready for years, but Evil Within sold much better than I think people thought it was going to be.
Sure.
It was much better of a game than I think people thought. So, are they going to, have an association again with Mikami and do a sequel to that?
Yeah.
What's going on with Prey 2? Prey 2 was at Arcane and was canceled. I was at an event years ago with Nick Scarpino where we saw Prey 2 being played. There was at least a chunk of the game done.
Right.
It looked really cool. Are they going to revive that game? Apparently, they had a lot of problems in development and went into development hell.
Questions for you from the fans and the audience, I'm sure. Too early to hear something about a new Wolfenstein? And then what about something from Elder Scrolls? Do they focus more on like an expansion for the MMO? Do they mention they're going to do something, on its own with an RPG, Skyrim 2, whatever?
So Machine Games, Bethesda owns Machine Games, and Machine Games has only made one game, Wolfenstein: New Order. They're definitely going to make a sequel to that. You have to assume that the engine's done. That game, again, better than people thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Again, did better than people thought it was going to do. That game was actually kind of like a darling for some people last year.
Sure.
And
Except for the opening.
So yeah, the opening was fucking awful. But it would be weird for them not to make another game. I don't think that's ready this year or even next year, but certainly they're probably going to make another Wolfenstein game.
Do you think a lot of things we're talking about is, of course, they're going to make a game, maybe it's not ready, maybe it's not ready. Do you think they go the EA route from E3 last year and do a bunch of like vignettes of like, this is what the Mass Effect team's working on. This is not an announcement, the game is not done, there's nothing to show you.
No, I hope they don't do that because that was stupid.
No.
Because that like got people, I thought that was really dumb.
Yeah.
Here's an AT-AT, and we're working on Battlefront. See you in 4 years. Like, who the hell cares? Like that's weird. That's exactly what you don't want to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You don't want to stoke these fires forever.
Yeah,
and ever.
And that's why it's so brilliant. It would be such a brilliant play to be like, Fallout 4. Here's Fallout 4 in August and June. I'd be like, Fallout 4's here. It takes place in Massachusetts, which it probably does. This is the logo. Here's a little bit of gameplay.
Sure.
In August, they're like, we have press and we're gonna play it for a few hours, and then in November, here's the game.
Awesome.
Because remember that Skyrim came out a long time ago, and Skyrim was a Todd Howard game. Obviously, New Vegas was made by Obsidian, so that brings up an interesting question about like what you said, what they're going to do with Elder Scrolls. I think the Elder Scrolls MMO is whatever. I think that it's possible that Elder Scrolls 6 or a significant expansion or side story might be under development at another studio, similar to what Obsidian did with New Vegas. So, and I don't think it's at Obsidian. I think their hands are pretty full right now. But I think that would be an exciting, premise too, because again, we're not going to get Elder Scrolls 6 or a Skyrim-style Elder Scrolls game for a very long time, considering how long these guys presumably have been working on Fallout.
Sure.
So I think this is really exciting. Bethesda is an awesome publisher. They have a huge catalog of games and a great studios. id Software is obviously a shell of its former self, but still a great studio.
Yeah.
Machine Games showed a lot of promise for its first game, and again, Machine Games obviously has tendrils in other shooter studios and has a lot of talent there from those studios too. Arcane obviously speaks for itself. They opened a new Arcane studio, so. I don't know, this is exciting. I don't think it's going to be all about Fallout. I think Fallout's going to be the last game they talk about.
Yeah, it'll be the best game.
So concrete predictions, Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
For sure. I think Dishonored 2 is going to be there.
Lock of the week.
I think obviously, we'll see Fallout 4. And then I think, you'll see probably Doom, and you'll probably see, a game, maybe a new IP or something like that. So probably like 4 games. But there's a lot of possibilities. People just forget that Bethesda is not just Skyrim or Elder Scrolls and not just Fallout.
Yeah.
So I think there's good reason to be excited about those other games.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, are you excited about this here Bethesda E3 event? Let us know in the comments, then make sure you share your predictions below. Share us with your friends, subscribe to us on YouTube, buy some t-shirts, back us on Patreon, download us on iTunes, rate us on iTunes, go to SoundCloud, do the thing there. And Tim always says that matters for some reason. And until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.